everyone, how's it going? I already had the camera set up shooting a video for the new LEGO Star Wars Summer 2021 set, so I figured instead of whipping my phone out, I would just be like, hey, why not just do this? Welcome back to the weekly vlog. Hey everyone, it's Ross here on MGF Custom LEGO Sanctuary 2, back yet again with our first What If set. We officially have leaked images of the upcoming
new LEGO Star Wars
2021 sets, the highly anticipated. Hey everyone, it's Ross here on MGF Customs, back yet again. So today we are filming the double review between a couple sets of minifigures. One set here on the left, pad printed minifigures by Mobrix. They're King T'Challa and 90s John Wesley Shipp Flash. And then over here on the right, I have the now sold out custom printed minifigures by Minifig Madness Customs. They're Mando Season 2, Ahsoka, and Cobb Vanth that I've been hanging on to for quite some time now. And these are definitely drastically different sets of minifigures in terms of overall quality and obviously genre. So yeah, I've been meaning to review these minifigures from Minifig Madness for a long time now, since like December actually, when they first sent out the Cobb Vanth with their Battinson version 2. So it has definitely been a long wait, and now that I got the new package in with the T'Challa and 90s John Wesley Shipp Flash that you guys saw last week, when I think I called him John Wesley Snipes Flash. I just finished last week's vlog actually at the time of you seeing this, and so I'm just kind of rolling right into the video now.
4 to 6 days later.
So I've been trying to get this review out and you know, on the minifigures from Mobrix and Minifig Madness, and it's just not been happening because first the Sanctuary 2 was revealed and I was like, oh, gotta stop and do a video on this. Did that, and then I was like, all right, back to it. And then the next night Amazon France is like, what if set? And I'm just like, gotta do a video on this now. And then I had a feeling that there would probably be yet another reveal today, the next day. So I was like, you know what? I should probably post this video tonight at like 10:30. Latest I've uploaded a video in a long time, and then sure enough, I was right. And most of the LEGO Star Wars Summer 2021 sets leaked the next morning today, and I was like, here we go. I was like already mentally prepared and got to work, made a video, looked just like this in fact, and all these videos have been up on the channel for quite some time now by the time you're watching this vlog. But just real quick, I don't want to reiterate a lot of what I said in that video, but the new LEGO Star Wars Summer 2021 sets are absolutely unbelievable. I mean, for the first time in so many years, I am really excited for an entire LEGO Star Wars wave. Not just one set, not just a couple, the whole wave looks fantastic. The slave one's a little bit smaller than I would like it to be and probably should have had another minifigure or two, but overall, this is unbelievable. And they really did need to make a new Season 7 Ahsoka piece, but for the most part, like 95% of this wave is amazing. With the new Boba Fett minifigure, all the arm printing and leg printing also seen on Bo-Katan, and Gar Saxon with the new helmet and the Mando Loyalist with Bo-Katan, Fennec Shand with her new helmet and the freaking leg printing. Moff Gideon's light cruiser looks amazing. Bo's Starfighter looks just as good, if not better, than Pre-Vizsla's from 2012. It's actually not a shrunken down piece of crap version of a previous better set, which is shocking. Even the throne room set is a little small and kind of overpriced, but you get the throne, you get the Maul human envelope. I mean, everything here is nuts. And financial stability is no longer on the horizon. And then yesterday, which was June 2nd, Wednesday, I was out and about and found Loki. Check this out, Loki from the Disney Plus Marvel Legends wave. So I now have all of these except for Wanda, Scarlet Witch, still the ever elusive figure. This came in the mail. It's a Ellie statue from The Last of Us Part 2. Check this out. So this is really cool. The face is terrible, but I mean, just looking at it on a shelf, it's definitely Ellie from The Last of Us 2. Again, just the face is not good. Can't look at that. I'm gonna have to touch that up myself at some point. But everything else on this relatively cheap little statue is really solid. And funny story behind this, I actually ordered it in like September of 2020 from an Amazon seller. Like a month later, I was like, hey, this said shipped, but I never got it. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, because of what's been going on, they delayed it to November. They delayed these till November. I was like, oh, okay. And then I forgot for like, you know, the rest of my life. And then it's like, you know, it's the end of May 2021. And I'm like, wow, you know, I never got that, did I? So I emailed them and I'm like, hey, what the hell? And they were like, oh, well, sorry you didn't get it. We can send a replacement. And I was like, okay. And I'm just glad I got it. But yeah, it's very bad. Look at that face. Let's see. You see that? Look at that. I posted a closer up picture of this on Instagram. It's not Ellie. And I don't do these very often because I found out trying to record myself opening Hot Toys figures, I'm very bad at unboxings, but I got this new Star Wars Gaming Greats Funko box in from GameStop, and I was definitely surprised when I got the shipment notification for this because I feel like they produced these pretty quick, but I wasn't thrilled that I had to purchase this. But of course they set it up this way because it's got the first ever Funko Pop figure of Bastila Shan from Knights of the Old Republic and Jedi Revan. So thankfully there isn't too much extra bullshit in here that I have to deal with, but check this out. There they are, Bastila Shan, and we've got Jedi Revan. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never really liked that design for Jedi Revan. He never used that in the story anywhere in the games. But then, like, I think it's Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or whatever, they just came up with that outfit. So then Hasbro was like, Black Series figure. And now Funko was like, here's a pop you don't want. And yeah, but I got Bastila though. That's why I bought this. And there's also these extra like lanyards in here. Check this out. It's really cool, I guess. And then, what else we got in here? Jedi symbol. This is really cool, actually. Check this out. Look at this thing. Yeah, that's not focusing, but you can kind of see it. All right, before I get into kind of the next topic, more of a rant, I do want to bid farewell to Custom Brick Builder, who suddenly announced last night that he would be leaving the LEGO community. And if you don't know, of course, I've covered Tristan's work a good few times now here on the vlog channel. Haven't had the chance to actually paint up or incorporate his parts into my own work quite yet, but yeah, he's transferring all of his designs over to Nate at Nate's Minifigs, and within 2 weeks is off to a big opportunity that is really important to him. It sounds like it's a really big deal, so that is just very exciting, and I'm really glad for him. And yeah, it was just so sudden and so shocking. And it was a really weird experience too, because I found out about it while I was watching Wonder Woman 1984. I didn't watch Wonder Woman 2 because I missed the initial window on HBO Max, and I was told that it's not really worth spending actual money on to watch, so I never picked it up on any other platform. But finally last night, watched it, and yeah, because it went back up on HBO Max now, and let me tell you, that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I adore and love the first Wonder Woman. It is one of my favorite films in the genre. I thought that that was a brilliantly crafted film. I love the first Wonder Woman. That movie had a spirit to it that the opening of this film certainly did, but the rest of it was, I mean, like watching an entire massive high-budget blockbuster written by kindergartners. Because listen, I think Patty Jenkins is a great director, but clearly not so great at writing, unfortunately. Or maybe Jeff Johns, the alleged asshole Jeff Johns, is more to blame for that, because he and Patty Jenkins wrote this one. Wonder Woman 1984 is a shallow, I mean, just series of stereotypes and tropes that you've already seen before. It is a 2.5 hour multi-million-dollar episode of Scooby-Doo with some National Treasure thrown in there and Wonder Woman at the helm. I mean, it was the most bizarre, cringeworthy. I could not believe what I was watching. It was that bad, and I felt terrible for Gal Gadot, who was doing her best with the horrendous material she was handed. I mean, the often chilling material that she was handed. Chris Pine was doing an okay job too, but his part in the story was disturbing. I mean, Pedro Pascal was having fun as Maxwell Lord, but I mean, just a cartoon character, a cartoon villain, with this random kid who just like was a walking little plot device that never worked his way into the story. And Kristen Wiig had this bizarre performance and then only became the cheetah because of a pair of shoes and because she suddenly wanted to be a apex predator after her stereotypical time as the nerdy trope. And I was just shocked. The movie opens so strong with a great flashback intro sequence on Themyscira, and then the whole rest of it is just garbage. I was blown away. I just felt terrible because they actually wrote this piece of shit story and narrative and then got thousands of people to put their all into this project, and it is just a stain now on Gal Gadot's time as Wonder Woman. I never would have thought the Wonder Woman sequel would have been that bad. I mean, it's like going from X-Men Days of Future Past to Apocalypse and then to Dark Phoenix. Like, clearly something went very wrong. And it's a shame. And everyone else saw it and everyone else noticed it. It was also like some of Hans Zimmer's most unimaginative and uninspired work that I've heard from him. The cheetah theme was good, and a lot of the action sequences were good enough too. I really liked the fight with Cheetah. I thought that was really well done and very, very interesting to watch. But I mean, the story was so cringy and so laughably bad. And I know some people will probably be like, oh, but you know, it was supposed to be 1980s throwback and everything was, you know, lighthearted and cringy and funny back in the 80s. And yeah, that doesn't excuse away a completely and thoroughly broken, like child's finger painting of a narrative. I was just dumbfounded, actually. It was so sad. You're watching Gal Gadot really like do her best and put in her all, as she always does with the Wonder Woman role, and the emotional stakes are just not there because the story is that bad. It was painful to watch. I mean, this movie was like worse than Suicide Squad 2016. This movie was, I mean, worse than some of the most terrible movies in this genre. So to put it mildly, any sliver of excitement I had for Star Wars Rogue Squadron, that is out the window. And I think if this is the quality that DC Films is okay with, and these are the kinds of scripts that they can put hundreds of millions of dollars behind and then go have thousands of people work on in 2019 when they made this movie, yeah, I mean, as I've already discussed at length on this channel around when the Snyder Cut was coming out, the DCEU and DC Films is over for me. This only further cemented that fact. I mean, my God. So those are my general thoughts on Wonder Woman 1984. I feel bad for everybody involved. I am so glad I never made figures for it, and I certainly never will now. All right, well, thank you for still being here after my Wonder Woman 1984 rant. But that was a long rant. I am just kind of like looking back on the week in hindsight now, about to edit this vlog, and just thinking like, man, I got so thrown off with all of those Lego reveal videos that I did. I didn't really get to work on the Mandalorian Season 2 minifigures that much. I've been doing a lot of work on, like a lot of line work on Bo-Katan in the last couple days, and that's been really slow and tedious. And so I have been working on her recently now, but man, all of those reveals just so completely threw me off. And normally I don't usually cover a lot of Lego reveals like that all at once. That was certainly the most I think I've ever covered in one period of time in the entire history of my channel. But all of those sets just looked so good and so incredible, or at the very least had something interesting to talk about. So I wanted to make sure that I covered them all, because to me, it's like these sets coming out this fall are just a huge return to form for Lego. And not even just with Star Wars, but also with Marvel a little bit, you know, no leg printing notwithstanding. So, yeah. All right, well, I'll see you next week, hopefully with more progress on The Mandalorian Season 2, so long as I don't have to do like 6 Lego reveal videos. Okay, catch you next time. Bye. You know, before last night, just had Batman vs. Superman, Wonder Woman 2017, and the Snyder Cut. And those films are all great with Wonder Woman's inclusion. And now there's this.